Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mo. I'm 29, working on me and my husband's financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend. So in this video, this video right here, we are going over the November budget. I know, I love a new month. Listen, I love a clean blank slate, if you will. It's just like the endless possibilities, what can't we do? That's how I feel about new months. So we're going over the November budget for me and my husband. Y'all know I'm a certified yapper. I like to chat, so we will be chatting. We'll also be going over like the dates, the calendar, and our goals. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Make sure you guys go ahead and click that. Okay, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So first things first, this right here, this binder is my budget planner. I love saying that. It's been a minute because I've been gone, but I'm back. No, but it's a budget planner because I said so, and I just bought a binder and then I put some inserts in there. Okay, you see me? Snazzy. Anyways, so we're going into our budget planner, aka binder, and I have a November tab with the calendar for November. Again, these are printouts from paperbymo.com. Monthly goals, which we'll be going over. I never use the grocery list. I love the reminder app in the iPhone. And then monthly budget. So let me go ahead and take these out because if you don't know, I do write hard and I do write sideways. So I work best when I take everything out. Okay. Also, we will be using Pilot pens. I'm a Pilot pen girl, okay? This is, V7, and then these are G207, I guess. Whatever. Just know we'll be using this, okay? So what I'm gonna do is get some papers behind this one so it can be nice and thickness. And we're gonna get into the calendar first. Honestly, I probably don't use the calendar as much as I should use the calendar, but I love a good calendar. I like to look at it. So, there's that. So the first starts on a Friday, which right there. So we're going to go ahead and do the numbers. The first, the second, and there is 30 days. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I know you're probably thinking, girl, why can't you just do this in your head? I have messed up. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So the 30th is on a Saturday. Okay, so we're gonna do like fill in the calendar. There's two things. There's paychecks, and then there's also the holiday. Okay, Thanksgiving is in November. The lighting is kind of rough because I'm trying to do this before work, but here we are. Okay, so first things first, I get paid bi-weekly. My husband recently lost his job, but his severance package is still coming in bi-weekly. So we're just gonna put pay dates, okay? So our pay dates are gonna be November 8th and November 22nd. So I'm doing light green and this V5, I thought this said V7. I don't know. Okay, so it's the 8th and the 22nd. So we're gonna just say pay day, bam, bam, ow. Okay, and then the 22nd, pay, and then J, bam, bam. Okay, the next one is Thanksgiving, which is on a Thursday. I think it's the 28th, and I might write that in orange. I don't know, it's the closest thing to festive, I think. Let's do, how do you want to write this? Sideways. Thanks. Giving. A little heart. Boom. Okay. So that's our November, really. Nothing extra. Payday. And then we have Thanksgiving. Okay, and the quote. I didn't do the quote. So let's talk about the quote. You usually feel like quitting when you are close to the goal. Don't give up. And listen. if it ain't talking to me, I don't know what it's talking to. No, but it's talking to me, because I get that. And are we close to the goal? Because I don't know. I be feeling like that. Speaking of, let's get into these goals. That's not the goals, y'all. That's not the goals. Here are the goals. Okay, we're just gonna write it in black. Again, like I said, my husband did get laid off recently. He has his severance package. And I did see on my previous video when I talked about my husband being laid off, there was a lot of comments, so much positivity. I thank you guys so much. Thank you for the prayers, the blessings, all of that. Now, with good positive stuff, you know, sometimes you get, what's the word? Just unwanted opinions, and that's okay. Also, there's a little bit, in my eyes, there's some negativity in there. And if y'all know me and y'all been watching this channel, I'm positive beyond a measure for whatever reason. Like, optimistic is the word when it comes to saving money, paying off debt, doing all the things. So I feel like anything is possible. I say that I'm preferencing these monthly goals because my husband has some goals, and I know some people might be in a little tizzy, but here we go. It's really not that bad. Okay, so between the both of us, I think we have 5 goals. So I'm just gonna write down his. So my husband is O. If you don't know, now you know. That was cute. Okay. So he wants to have a job in NOLA, okay, by November 31st. And this is for him, he wants this to be his interim job, right? Not maybe in his field, maybe not in his field, probably not. But he wants this to be his interim job so he can bring in money while also having a severance package. Is it ambitious? Possibly. But is this what the man wants? Yes. And this is the goals, and we're writing down the goals. He wants to manifest it. We will be manifesting it. Thank you. Okay. Oh, he wants a job in NOLA. This is important. We said in New Orleans because that's where we are, by November 31st. Interim, right? Like, this is an interim job. Okay. Another thing, I don't know if you guys knew this, but we have a vending machine. We do, but we don't use any of the money. But tax season and next year will be upon us soon. So my husband's like, let's get this paperwork together. So there's a vending machine Excel document that's supposed to have, you know, like the profit, the revenue, the expenses, all the things. So I'm gonna say profit, comma, revenue, comma, expenses, and up to date. Okay, he wants to have that Excel document up to date. Perfect time to do it now, right? Because life has been lifing and it's been busy, but this is a great time to do it. We are in the positive for the vending machine. Not like we're gaining thousands and thousands of dollars, but we're in the positive. The money is in a high yield savings account that is not being spent on product. So a different high yield savings account, a business high yield savings account, okay? So this is a goal that my husband wants to do, and I'm gonna put O. Okay, so me, Mo, Dash. So I want some job offers, and I know you guys are like, what the crap? So I have been applying for jobs since, let me think, April, May. So I want job offers in our next state that we chose. In our next state. You're like, oh my God, how would you want a job offer if your husband doesn't have one? I want a job offer. I want a delayed start date. I want the security of a job offer. That's what I would like. Job offers in our next state. We already have our next state in mind, next place, whatever. If you're going to say something negative and be like, oh, this is not realistic, go ahead and keep it. Just keep it to yourself, okay? Because I'm at the point where I'm just probably going to delete it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just to be honest with you. I'm just going to delete it. I have to protect my mind because I will lose it, okay? Speaking of, let's go ahead and put that on there. Stay positive throughout this whole thing because, you know, life is lifing or whatever. And then let's also go down and, okay, another goal is, if you've seen the previous video where I was talking about him losing his job, I was also stating that we have we created a life account. That's what we call it. Basically for us to transition into the next phase, next step, next, you know, whatever state, whatever, right? Moving, leaving, whatever the case. The goal for that account is $15,000. My husband's severance package is his normal bi-weekly paycheck without his commission. So usually he gets $1,500. So we're accounting for that $1,500 times 2, which would be $3,000, and we want to save that whole thing, right? So that's where I'm gonna put. We want to do save $3,000 plus in our, and I'm just gonna air quote it. I said air quote it as I actually put life account. Okay, so we want to save $3,000 plus. The reason why I put a plus is because, you know, we love more. Okay, we do love a little bit more, but also I have my raise with my check, so depending on what my checks look like, we can do that. Okay, and then the last and final one, which is pretty darn easy if I do say so myself, we just want a great, positive, and happy Thanksgiving. And I have to put this down because, you know, family sometimes can be a trigger for people. I am people, okay, that it can be a trigger for. So I just want to speak it up into existence, speak it up into, you know, the positivity of it all. So our goals is, my husband wants an interim job in New Orleans by November 31st. He also wants to go over, make sure the vending machine Excel document with all the profit, revenue, and expenses are up to date. In New Orleans, when you have a business, you have to submit your profit and expenses to the county or whatever, or state, I should say, because not New Orleans, Louisiana. You have to submit it to the state every month. So we have that information. It's not going to be hard. He just needs to make it look cute, okay? And then I want a job offer for our next place. Then we want to stay positive because we need that. Save $3,000 plus in our life account, and then great, positive, and happy Thanksgiving. Okay, possible, doable, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Real doable, real possible, or whatever. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is gonna be the monthly budget for November. Let's write it out. Oh my gosh, I love a clean paper. I know you can't see it sideways. I had people comment that I do write sideways. I hate to tell you. November. Oh, look how pretty this pen writes. Love this for us. Okay, if you don't know, we try to do a zero-based budget. If we do leave money left over, it's usually because I'm expecting a bill to get dropped out, you know, pop out of our account, and or credit card. If I'm being honest, we don't just have money sitting just because our money has jobs. Okay, we don't let them not work, if you feel what I'm saying. Okay, so we're gonna say we're starting off with $0 because zero-based budget. There is not $0 in our accounts, okay? I don't recommend $0 being in somebody's account. We don't have anything extra to play with in the account, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna say Mo's full-time, and we're gonna say O's full-time. O and Mo. I think I want to zoom you guys in. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Maybe just a little bit more. Ooh, there it is. Okay, so let's start with my husband. We're saying he's gonna get $1,500 twice. That's gonna be easy. That's $3,000. So we're just gonna budget out $3,000. And then moi. So usually your girl makes $2,396.01. I did get a little raise, so I'm just gonna go and say $2,400 twice, right? Because we get paid twice bi-weekly. That's $4,800. So we're gonna take this 4,800 plus that 3,000. That's gonna give us a total of 7,800. Okay, so this is what we're expecting to bring in. I like the numbers. I do. Around, we need to get to our fixed expenses. Another thing, in the previous video, I was just telling you guys how we're trying to alter some expenses since we now know that my husband has lost his job. He was laid off. So the bills should be cheaper, okay? So the rent, we can't do nothing about, not until the lease is up. So the rent is $1,608. I really think it's $1,607. I think I say this a lot, but we just say $1,608 so we can split it between both checks. Okay, now electricity, I guesstimate how much the electricity bill is going to be. I usually say $150 or $130 depending on how hot it is. Y'all, it's November. Well, it will be November, and it's the high 80s, okay? So I'm just gonna say 155 because I just want to play it safe. But I'm hot, okay? Mother Nature, global warming. So if you want to bring that air, that breeze, I'll take it. I will. Okay, so then we have the internet, and that's gonna be $51.50, does not change. So then we have the phone bill. This is the phone bill between me, my husband, and my mom, $178. Okay, then we have subscriptions. You're like, what the heck subscriptions do you have? That's just $22. That's just the Apple Music for me, my mom, and my husband. And then it's also like Apple storage on my husband's phone, Apple storage on my phone. Then we have that $1, $1.99, something like that, 99 cents for Hulu that we got during what is after Thanksgiving? Black Friday? Yes, Black Friday. Which I need to put that on my goals. Like, get your stuff for Black Friday. I hope they got some decentness, but I'm really just talking about Hulu because I will not be paying $6 or $7 for Hulu for commercials. Just saying. Okay, so that's subscriptions. And then here is my student loans. Okay, this is the bill that I have to pay. That's $197. One of the things we got rid of was paying my husband's student loans. He's on the SAFE plan. It's currently in litigation. So it's not a priority, and it's not a priority to pay it. You don't have to pay it, and it's not gaining interest. So we're not doing him horrible, I promise. My student loans, however, are gaining interest, and I do have to pay it because I have a bill. So then we also have our car insurance, and this is between my husband and myself. Mind you, our cars are old as dirt, and I just don't understand why our car insurance is so much money. Okay, then we have, well, actually I do. It's because of where we live. That's all. Then my husband and I, we both have life insurance. So that's going to be 108.04. Now, another thing that was on here was the gym. It was the YMCA. I went ahead and took that off. Technically, we are paying for November's YMCA, but we have a little bit of cushion money, the 70-something dollars in our bill money, our bill checking, because we do separate the money for bill checkings and like regular checking. And then, we got counts, y'all. So I'm saying that to say, I'm not putting YMCA on here because we're not trying to take any extra moolah. Okay, so we got rent, electricity, internet, phone, subscriptions, my student loans, or most student loans, car insurance, and then life insurance. So let's get into the numbers, if we will. Okay, so we have 1608 plus 155 plus 51.50. Can you guys see this? Okay, 51.50 plus 178, that's the phone, plus 22 plus 197 plus 234.02, and then plus 108.04. Okay, so that's $2,553.56. Okay, we're moving down. I love that. Managing these bills. I'm saying moving down because, it's been higher than this before. It's like $2,900. So I love this for us. $2,500, that's a 3. I wrote that so ugly. $2,553.56. We're going to take this number. We're going to subtract it from 7800. And what we're saying right now is that we have $5,246.44 left over after we pay our bills. $5,246.44. Okay, I like this. I like that. Now we're gonna move on to our variable, which are the ones that expenses that change. We don't really change them, but we did change our fund just because life is lifing. So food, my husband's gas, my gas, his fund, and then my fund. Again, fund really isn't fun. He usually uses his fund money to get his haircut. I don't really know. Haircuts for guys usually range. So I would love to tell you how much it is, but life. Okay. So I see the sun coming out. So food, we're going to say $400. That's $200 per paycheck. And then for my husband's gas, we're going to say $60, $30 per paycheck. And same thing for me, $30 per paycheck. And then for fun, we're just saying $35 per paycheck. So $70 and then $70. Okay. Okay, so when we add 470, it's gonna be 6. Okay, I could just use the calculator, but it's gonna be 660. Okay, so let's do 400 plus 60 plus 60 plus 70 plus 70, 660. Yeah. Trying to do math in my head, and why would you do that? Okay. So those are the variable expenses, $660. So then we're gonna take, then we're gonna take that 660 and we're gonna subtract it by that 5,246. So we're gonna say 5246.44 and we're gonna minus 660. So now we have 4,586. Okay, so now we have $4,586.44. So we went here, then we went here. Okay, now we're gonna go to debt. We're gonna go to debt third now. I used to go to debt last, but because we're not, that was another thing, we're not doing all our money towards paying down our debt since my husband lost his job and we're just trying to set up for life. We are only doing minimum debt payments, but we do want to combat interest. So for my student loans and my interest, we're going to give it an extra $200. Okay, I hope you understand. An extra $200. Okay, so that's 200. That's the total for the debt here. We're going to subtract that 200, and right now we are going to have $4,386.44. So last but not least, we're going to bring it up. I don't know if I want to make an arrow to savings because this is our main hoopla right now. Okay, another thing that we changed was our contributions. You know, the IRA max is $7,000. That was our goal for the year. We're not aspiring to do that by the end of this year. We're gonna do it, but it's probably, we're gonna do it by that extra time in 2025, right? That January to April time period. Okay, so life account and then house. These two are our priorities, life account and house. So for our IRAs, for him, total for the month, we're gonna say 50. Same thing for me. That means $25 a paycheck or 50 all at once. It just depends on how we do this thing. And then we're going to do house. We're gonna give it $286.44. And then life account, we're gonna give $4,000. Okay. So we should come up with, it should be 4,286.44 plus 100. That's 4,386.44. 4,386.44. And our remaining here is 0. Okay. So here we are, y'all. Here we are. Let me zoom you guys out just a little bit. Okay, so the goal here was to save the $3,000 that my husband would be bringing in for his commission check towards our life account. As you can see, we actually are budgeting out to save more, so that would be $3,000 from him, and then $1,000 for me. Getting these bills down, love that for us. So we can afford life, right? Even if we did have one check. These are the things I try to look at. Can we afford life on one check? And that's basically what we're doing here. We're paying everything with my check and then saving everything with his check and a little bit on mine. That's what we're trying to do while he is getting his severance package. It's the time being while we know that he has some, money coming in, which we're grateful for. So yes, bills end up being $2,553.56. Wrote that so ugly. Variable expenses $660. If we can bring the food down or gas or anything like that, we will be doing that. I don't usually track gas, but obviously I might be starting to track it. Again, our life account goal is $15,000. Right now we know we have $5,000 in there from the month of October. So if we just add the $4,000, that's $9,000, and then December, which maybe another $4,000. So that would be $13,000. So we'll see. We shall see, because I know me, and you guys know I'm a little ambitious. Now I can't remember if it was $15,000 by the end of 2024 or $15,000 by the top of 2025. But regardless, we're trying to get $15,000. No, it was 2025, because my husband does get a severance check in January as well. So yeah, we'll definitely be able to save the $15,000. That's for us trying to move, do stuff like that, and set up our next, life moving on. So here we go. So we got our November budget, we have our November calendars, and then we actually have our goals. What did I say I was gonna add to the goals? It was gonna be something, but I can't even remember. I'll do it off screen, I pinky promise. Let me put these in order. I also need to, I printed off the sinking fund sheet. I do need to eventually go over the sinking funds so I can see what we're talking about when it comes to money. I did not take out any money for like the holidays or anything like that, specifically sinking funds, because I will be using, will be using the sinking funds we already have. So people are like, oh, don't do anything. First of all, so there's already money that's been saved or spent on flights and stuff like that. Why? Because we don't wait till last minute. He don't, we don't. So there's that. And a lot of times we buy cheaper flights, so there is no, just getting your money back. But again, I don't know, in times like these, when stuff is happening that's out of our control, what do? Sometimes you should be with family, have a clear mind, because it can be stressful. So we're not going to be canceling any of our flights or anything like that for a holiday season. And really, the only holiday season we're speaking of is Thanksgiving. We didn't really make any plans for Christmas, but Thanksgiving for sure. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.